Hello and welcome to the Lynn Lowdown. Today our guest is Bob Tucker. Bob is an activist in the city and he's current president of the Friends of Lynn Nahant Beach. Welcome to the show, Bob.
Great to be here, Calvin.
Now, you've had a history of service in the city. Briefly go through that. I know you're a little shy, but people want to know your background.
Well, briefly, I've been a resident of the city of Lynn my entire life. Got involved in city government very early, elected to Lynn City Council when I was about 22. Went on to serve 14 years, served as council president. I've been involved in many organizations in the city of Lynn, served on many boards and commissions. And I have always felt that being a citizen, you have to contribute to the community. And that's what I feel that I do, and I enjoy it the most.
Seems like you've always got water in your life. You had water and sewer,
right.
But now you're into the recreational side. So tell us about Fallenby, the Friends of Lynn and Nahant Beaches.
Friends of Lynn Nahant Beach is a volunteer organization started back in 27 years ago. We're in our 27th year. And it was formed to protect the Lynn and Nahant beaches and to, as you know, the Lynn and Nahant Beach is under control of the Department of Conservation and Recreation at the state level. So we needed a citizens organization to make sure that the proper maintenance was being done, cleanups at the beach were being done, and that we had staff here. And it's evolved into a larger organization now. We have approximately about 225 members. And we're starting up this year. We're starting our meetings up again this year.
And who are those members? Who makes up your body of membership?
The people that make up are people that, a lot of them live in the area. They're mostly residents that live in the area, or those that enjoy using the beach. We have members that come from Swampscott, Marblehead, Saugus, outside of the area of Lynn and Nahant. So it's a very good organization, and folks should be proud of the work that is done down at that beach.
Now, a lot of friends of organizations are there in name only. They do some fundraising, they have meetings, etc. But tell us about the hands-on approach that the Friends of Lynn and Nahant Beaches does.
Well, we take a hands-on approach. We obviously have beach cleanups, which desperately are needed. We have about a couple a year. And the other, we put on summer concerts at Red Rock Park, Thursday night concerts. There's 8 of them. They're very well attended. We do a Kids Day Festival in July. Starting in July, I think it's July 28th, there'll be a Kids Day Festival at Red Rock from 9 to 11. Attendance is usually like 400 to 500 come down there. It's a family event. We co-sponsor with the City of Lynn movie night in August of this year. There'll be a movie night at Red Rock. But where the Friends get active and become an advocate is that you have to work with the Department of Conservation and Recreation from the state. They're the ones that maintain the beach. They're the ones that have the money. And unless there's a vocal organization like ours that makes sure that the state does what they're supposed to do, things won't get done. So,
now, I've heard the Friends of Lynn and Nahant Beaches called one of the most active in the state. I've been to a couple of your meetings, and invariably you have the commissioners, the cabinet level positions appointed by the governor who come. And they always say they're extremely proud to be coming to your group because of the hands-on approach. Now, when there's plantings, how does that work? I understand it's a 50-50 effort.
It is. When there's plantings and things like that, the Friends would donate some of the money for the plants, and we would, and the DCR would supply the materials. Even on the beach cleanups, we donate some of the expenses for that, but the DCR partners with that, with us.
Right. Now, how about infrastructure, keeping up with that? I mean, paint peels, things get chipped. What happens there? That's
an ongoing battle. Let's be very frank about that. And it's this year, and thanks to our state delegation, that we received a $55,000 earmark, which they put in the DCR budget that must be spent at Red Rock Park Reservation. So these iron trash receptacles that are down there are all rusted and over the winter months, and they're all going to be replaced this year. Also, we call doggy bags that people are supposed to take when they have their dog walk on the beach and so forth. Take care of the dogs. Those are going to be replaced this year. And it was a tough winter down there this past year, as you know, and about 9 to 10 benches were destroyed because of the environment. And that's all, those benches are all going to be replaced this year as part of that $55,000 earmark that our state delegation got for us. And the commissioner basically said to the Friends, you tell me where you want that money spent, and we will do it. So it's an ongoing partnership that's very important that we have with the DCR.
Squeaky wheels get the grease.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, because I know
absolutely.
a lot of other...
Remember that, squeaky wheels get the grease.
There's at least one reservation facility over at Turtle Pond Parkway that's closed.
Yeah.
If there was a Friends of Turtle Park, Parkway, Wayside, whatever it is, that place wouldn't be closed. Nobody can go there. I think there's a closed pool, there's closed bathhouse there for facilities. So I understand that you have one mission. You have,
yes.
They can cut out line items here and there if they have to fiddle with the budget every year, but what's the one that the Friends has been very successful in making sure it doesn't get cut, with 5 commissioners now, I understand.
Correct. Very, very vocal, that's where the line will be drawn. Algae removal. Our situation at the end of Lynn and the part of the Nahant Beach near the Ward Bathhouse, and you have this algae that just comes in there every single year, black, brown algae. And if that algae is not removed from the beach in the hot summer months, once the sun comes in, it bakes, and it creates an odor of rotten eggs. And I'm sure people have smelt it before. And that has been the main drive for the Friends for the last few years, is to have a commitment from DCI that algae will be removed. And we have the commissioner coming down to one of our meetings later this summer. And that's going to be a topic of discussion, because as you know, July 1, the new fiscal year starts.
Ah, I see.
Right.
I remember last year there was kind of a Band-Aid approach. They funded through the end of the fiscal year, and then it was iffy.
It was iffy, and the commissioner came to the meeting, and he heard loud and clear that it's not only, it's a health issue. It's a health issue. And it's a fact that if you have free programs on the beach, which the Friends put on, the concerts, the Kids' Day festivals, the movie, those things cost money. We go out and we apply for various grants, and we're successful in getting those grants, and they pay for the free programs that we put on for the beach. And some of the money comes from our membership dues. So if you want to bring people down and enjoy the beach, and you got this awful smelling algae there, doesn't make sense.
Well, we're also blessed with a beach that is immediately adjacent to major residential areas.
Yes.
So it's a lifestyle issue, it's an embarrassment issue for people driving through our city, and we don't want them to think that that's what Lynn is about, if that's the only impression they get.
Absolutely.
So summertime, that's when the Friends really thrive. You get everything ready, but then what happens in July when things really kick off?
In July is our kickoff. July 3rd is the fireworks that the City of Lynn has partnered with Swampscott. We participate in that. We put on we have a band from 7 to 9. Fireworks come on at 9 o'clock. And then for the next 7 Thursdays in July and August, we have concerts at Red Rock Park from 6 to 8. Very well attended, great local bands. And then, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, July 28th this year, we have the Kids' Day Festival.
Make sure you hold these dates, folks.
Yeah, the Kids' Day Festival is great. We have
we got about 30 seconds left. Tell them about your website or your Facebook page.
It's lynn-nahantbeach.org. You go to that website, it has all the information. That will click you right into our site, and will click you right into the Facebook page. We post all on social medias, all the events that we're going to have upcoming this summer.
Okay, so if you want, check it out and become a friend of the Lynn and Nahant Beaches yourself. Thank you, Bob Tucker.
Thank you.
And thanks for being such a good friend to Lynn.
That's great.
And until next time, we'll see you on the Lowdown.